Hello friends, welcome back to another YouTube channel. We have a different setting today because this angle is just way better. My background's kind of cluttered, but whatever, it's fine. For me at least. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top favorite TV shows and movies because I actually have an entire Notion template dedicated towards my watch list of like things that I want to watch, things that I have watched. So we're gonna share that with you guys today and I'm so excited. Make sure to subscribe down below, like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave any video requests down below, and let's go ahead and get into it. In my watch list, I have the different TV shows and movies that I want to watch within different categories of each streaming service. And it's raining outside and it's very windy, so if you hear wind and rain, that's why. So for Netflix, my top favorite TV show that I've been watching on Netflix right now is Shameless. It is so good. Like, I can't even explain it. It is a pretty raunchy show, so if you're not really into that, it probably wouldn't be a good pick for you. With today's society, a lot of people are into raunchy shit, so it really just doesn't matter what you watch nowadays. I watched The Witcher, the whole first 3 seasons. I think they're coming out with a 4th season, and that's really good, and I'm excited to watch that. But The Witcher is basically a show. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but it's like, because it's like set in the same kind of time period, but it's not Game of Thrones, if that makes sense. So The Witcher is a really good like action, old time, like medieval type show. It's really good, you guys. The next show that I've really been into on Netflix is Gilmore Girls. So I love Gilmore Girls. It's one of my comfort shows. It's one of the shows that I can always lean towards whenever I'm having a hard day. Every day is different. If I have a depressing or a hard day, I just put Gilmore Girls on, get my cozy hobbies out, and it's a perfect day, and I can literally do anything and everything to make myself feel happy because Gilmore Girls is my comfort show, you guys. And I actually haven't watched Gilmore Girls A Year in the Life yet, so whenever I finish the regular series, then I'm gonna go into A Year in the Life. I've just been really slowly like switching back and forth between different shows, so it just depends on like what I'm feeling in that specific day. So the next show that I've been watching, or that I have watched, is Love is Blind. The previous season that just aired and that just came out, that was really popular, like season 6 I believe, that was fire. It was such a good show. It was like reality TV. It was just so good. I loved it, honestly. And I didn't think I'd like Love is Blind because I'm not really into those kind of shows, but it was really good, you guys. So if you like Love is Blind, I actually would recommend that. Okay, so for Prime Video, I have The Gilded Age. I've really been watching The Gilded Age. It's like an older like show. It's kind of like the show Reign, which is another show that I'm really into. It's like the show that like shares like the life of Mary Queen of Scotland and the King of France, and it's just so good. I watch Reign on repeat. It is so good. And you know, half of these shows I didn't think I'd really be into them, but I am. Like, they're so good. I've been into The Gilded Age and Reign on Amazon Prime. I've also been into like the Vampire Diaries and the originals and the Legacies, which the Legacies is still on Netflix, but the Vampire Diaries and the originals is not. It's on HBO Max. I know that. So I've watched those. I'm not really currently watching those because I finished those completely, but those were 2 of my favorite shows. They were so good, so fire. I also really loved Gossip Girl when I was a kid or like a teenager. I know every single teenager loved Gossip Girl in my days. Those are the shows that I'm really into. And like movies that I've really been liking on Prime, half of these movies I'll either rent or I have add-ons on my Prime account that I can watch different like movies like Paramount Plus or HBO Max or whatnot. Like, I can watch any show or any movie on Prime Video because I have all these add-ons that basically gives me more options. I've been watching movies that are pretty kiddish, that are like young adult kind of thing that you like were made in the 2000s. So I really like the movie Sydney White. It's got Amanda Bynes. She is so cool. I love her movies. I've also been watching movies like She's the Man. I love that movie. What a Girl Wants. It's also got Amanda Bynes in it. I really love the Mean Girls movie. Now the new Mean Girls is not very good in my opinion. I really do not like it. And then I really love Legally Blonde. Elle Woods is an icon. She's perfect. She's amazing. I love Elle Woods. So we gotta stick with Legally Blonde. Now for Disney Plus, I love Disney Plus. This is one of my favorite streaming services because when I want to go back to my kid era and I want to watch shows while I was a kid, or I want to watch movies that I watched when I was a kid, Disney Plus is the way to go. I really wasn't a Nickelodeon kid, honestly. I wasn't really into that. I was more into Disney, so that's my pick, is Disney Plus. I really like all the Marvel movies and all the DC movies that are on Disney Plus. Those are really good. I've been really into the Captain America movies. The very first Captain America movie is so good. good. I also like Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America the Civil War. Now all of the other like Marvel movies I haven't really like went into, but I do want to watch those. Those are pretty popular movies and I really want to dive into those, like Miss Marvel or Iron Man or Black Panther, Thor. I really want to watch all those movies. Like I've heard they're so good, so I need to watch those. Now on Hulu is amazing. Hulu's got so many good shows that I've like watched. I use my mom's subscription because I don't have my own Hulu account. So Hulu is where you can find some pretty good shows. I think my top show on Hulu is New Girl. It's so good. It's such a comedy show. It's so funny. I love it. And then also I finished Only Murders in the Building. That one was so good. It's got Selena Gomez, it's got Martin Short and Steve Martin, I think is his name. And those are the three characters and they have like a podcast. It's called Only Murders in the Building. It's so freaking good. And they're like solving crimes that happened in their building, in their like apartment building. It's really good. I love it. You guys need to watch it if you have Hulu. I've also been watching the show Greek. I kind of switch off and on with these shows, honestly. Like that's what I was saying before. I switch on and off of these shows on different streaming services. But Greek has been one of my top shows. I love it during the summertime specifically. It's really good. I also really like America's Next Top Model and I like Dawson's Creek. That's got Katie Holmes in it. It's really good. And there's also a movie called President's Daughter or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's also got Katie Holmes in it as well. That movie is so good. Now Apple TV, I don't even have Apple TV, but I put on here that I want to watch Ted Lasso. I've heard that show is so good and I really want to get into it, but I don't have Apple TV right now, so I can't really watch it right now, but I will eventually get Apple TV. And then the last streaming service that I have to share with you guys is Peacock, and this streaming service has my Harry Potter movies, which I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I will binge Harry Potter series all the time in the Christmas and winter months. I also love Vanderpump Rules. I've been getting into that recently, actually. That's really all I've really been getting into on Peacock, you know, those two things. So yeah, that's everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was quick, it was to the point, it was sharing a great bunch of videos and movies and TV shows, and I hope this kind of helped you out and gave you some ideas as to what shows you can watch and what shows you can get into. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!